Hey guys, I'm Nexus, and this is Ranstall Keep, made June 15th, 2000. This is an update to the Thief 1 version, ported over to Thief 2. It's definitely got some different things going on, and I definitely feel that there is enough of a difference between the two versions to showcase this one, unlike how I handled Dockland, where I only did one of them because they were actually pretty much exactly identical. So, moving on.
Hello? Anyone there? Guess not.
Okay guys, here's normal, hard, and expert. Okay, so, those of you who have watched my first Ranstall Keep video, the intro is exactly the same. That diary is exactly the same. But you may notice some differences. First off is the difference in textures, difference in the lights being so much smaller, the difference in the bed. This is because of the differences between Thief 1 and Thief 2. Essentially, the author updated it, and I feel that the updates are different enough that it actually is worth it to do a second video. So first off, you'll notice immediately the colors. And I don't mean the color of the chest or the color of the book. I've tried loading this in a couple different instances, including non-New Dark, and I still end up with some of these colors showing through. So I'm not really sure why it's doing that, and I don't know how to fix it. So, to start off with, you may immediately notice the sounds are different. They're female. Very interesting, isn't it? Nowhere in this is it really fully fleshed out that the character is female. It's sort of one of those things where you just assume it's male until you start mantling and you realize, wait a minute, these are girl noises. Now, aside from that, the content of this mission is very similar but not entirely the same. And I'll get to precisely why that's the case. You may immediately notice something different there. Let's just go grab a blackjack real quick. I just want my one true weapon of choice. Not that. Now the same way we get into the castle is this way, so we're gonna leave this alone for a bit. I'll read this though. The text of the books is pretty much exactly the same. I kind of wanted to show that guy's face. Now, one of the most noticeable things that's different is the colors of the grayscale. Essentially, instead of being, I'm trying to think of what the technical term was for it. But the way it was before, it was more dark, I guess I could say. It was more like it was sort of a black grayscale, and this is more of a brown scale. That sounds about right. Or, wait, no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Last time, it was more brown. This time, it's more blue-gray. Like a blue-gray instead of just a faded-out brown-type gray. I don't know how to describe it properly, and I'm not sure that I'm using the right terminology. So, just ignore that if it's not entirely correct. I'm not entirely certain what specifically... Anyway, the author in question has managed to sort of utilize the textures from Thief 2 quite extensively, I think, and it makes it much better. These plates, though, are still, Okay, hang on, there's a note. So, we get to hear about some very interesting things, but, to the church with us, because we got a church key. I forgot what I was saying again, and I keep doing that, and I apologize. It's not that important. We do need that in just a moment. Huh. Okay. So let's go grab some weapons before doing anything else, really. Alright. Next major improvement. A lot of complaints were had the first time about this window. This window used to open. Now you have to break it. So this means that it is now impossible to ghost this. Just sort of automatically. Which... Actually, no, I think I'm not actually sure. I haven't tried to ghost it, obviously. I always take out that one guy down there. But since the roof is marble, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to do so. Now, he states that his wares are lockpick proof. This is correct. They are actually unpickable. You cannot pick out open any of these cases. Last time, we could basically just phase right through them because the weapons did, and so we just got to take them directly. Now, for the most part, you'd have to actually break this. So I'm just going to grab all of this stuff, whether I need it or not. Oh, right, I'm hitting the candle and not the actual display case. Now, it can be a little bit difficult to grab these still. Part of that's because of the attempt to make them ungrabbable without breaking the glass. So, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't really have a preference one way or the other, because I don't really care about ghostability too much, but I do notice when it's sort of absolutely impossible to do so, and make a note of it. So one of the things you may have noticed right off the bat that we're about to get to is a whole new area. Not to mention, there's the second floor on a building right here that didn't used to be there. Now, very interestingly, you cannot open this from the outside. You have to go... Really? Okay, never mind. You can't open it from the outside. I didn't realize you could press the button through the wall. So, that's interesting. The poker club meeting! Hooray! Can't open this though, can you? No, I guess that has to be from downstairs. Now we could get in here before, but I don't think we could get into the pokers club. I don't think that existed before. I'd have to go back and check, and I don't really want to stop recording right now and do that, so... Whoa, okay. Nothing too important there, just prices and stuff. There's nothing in here. Nope. Nope, none of that's loot, so we're gonna ignore it. There are some that make it loot. This is why I check it almost every time. There's the ladder. Now, aside from that, most of the rest of this mission is very similar or exactly the same. This is a little bit odd. This is more like the old lighting. This brown texture, sort of. It's like brown lighting. I can't fully understand how to describe it, but the rest of it out here is like blue. I'd like to get up there. Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple ways we could go. We could go straight to the new area. We could just go straight to the castle. We're not going to do that. We're going to finish off this area so we don't have to come back here again. Now, last time we were here, the spiders were indeed still there. However, This time they can actually come downstairs. So I'd like to grab this stuff as fast as possible. Come on. I want my loot. I don't want to have to deal with spiders. Okay, got it. New couch. It's a nice couch. It's a good couch. Still can't open that one door. Okay, good. It doesn't look like the spiders are actually going to come downstairs this time. They are capable of doing so, though. So I'm probably going to experience that firsthand. See, last time they couldn't even think to jump at you. And I don't know if that's a change because of Thief 2, or... Did he jump at me while dead? No, he got me and that's what the blood... Never mind. So, we completed our objective, which was to scope out the abandoned house. We gotta find our missing friend, we gotta find money for supplies, we gotta find the mystery and get into the keep, find out what the Lord is, get down to the city. Or something like that. I'm gonna get out of here. There's nothing really left for me too much here. Now you may have noticed that sometimes the immersion breaks. This is supposed to be in black and white, so when it's not, it can be pretty noticeable. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of weird that some of it is and isn't doing that. I'm currently playing through the fan mission selector that's built into New Dark. When I tried it through Dark Litter, I still had the same colored things. When I tried it on a non-New Dark patched Thief 2, I think I patched it before New Dark came out, but I patched it with something that I don't remember what it's called. I tried it through Dark Litter and it still ended up having colors, so at that point I just said, okay, I'm fine with that. Let's keep going. I don't remember what it was called. I think okay, no, it was Taffer Patcher, but before New Dark. So whatever was included in that, which I don't recall right now. Okay, so we have actually gotten everything in this area now, haven't we? I believe so. Okay. Now we can go to the new area. So this area is completely new. It's very different than last time. Now, something to note about this is that you can see the river from here. If you're familiar with the other version of this, you could jump down the river and go the whole way to the end. You can still do that. Obviously, your objectives won't be complete, but you could still do that if you wanted to. Now, what this means is, if you end up doing that, you're not going to find an easy way back. You're going to have to go through the whole castle. You can see some graphical errors there with whatever it is sticking out of the wall. And you can climb this. You can climb this without the New Dark New Mantle. So, have fun with that. This door's locked, and I don't think I've seen the other side of that door at any point. So I'm not sure sort of why it's here, really. Council Chambers. Now you can see that there are definitely a lot of new Thief 2 textures as opposed to sort of older looking textures. So the author in question definitely went for an update to all the graphics. I still find it weird how the plants move. It just creeps me out. So we got Counselor who I actually can't check if he's got anything in his tapestry, because I do not have a sword yet. We end up with the brown scale again over here. And it's kind of weird because it's supposed to be blue. So as you can see, the council was not too concerned with the disappearing citizens. They really don't care. They're rich guys and they don't care about the poor people. Excuse me. Okay, let's go up this way. No reason not to. This is the meeting hall with some interesting things. Now, walking around up here, I once had someone come in from the street. It hasn't been said yet, but they're called hissies. So, one of the hissies from the street came up and actually investigated after hearing me jump on those tables. So that's always interesting to see how far the sound brush went on certain installations or missions. This is, of course, the post office. And there's some very interesting things in here. As soon as I get the door unlocked. Okay, the post office. Let me just find... whose letters can I read? So that's the mail schedule, and I'll get stuck on that. Apparently the Lord is having some kind of festival, party thing, that nobody's going to get to go to because they're all missing. The post office is offering bank services, which is very strange. No post office would ever do that. They're not really supposed to do that. I don't even think post offices ever did that. They might have had banks in their building premises, but never actually offered those things themselves. Now, this letter is a reference to a certain fan mission. Specifically, it's called The Circle of Shadow and Stone. It's also a novel written by Digital Nightfall, I think. Don't quote me on that one, I'm not actually sure of that. But the mission was worked on by a large team of people, and unfortunately recently, it still was never finished. But recently someone got a job offer at a actual game company. And they went to go do that, so now the project has kind of died in the past couple months. Ooh, a strange glowing rock. That comes in handy later. More about Kosis. This one might be about Kosis. Not sure. Don't remember. But either way, it's sort of a nice little Easter egg. And unfortunately, in June or July of this year, the team released the last bit that they had. There's only been 2 Kosis missions, and they had planned for 7 or 9, I think. I don't remember which number specifically. But unfortunately, because of all the people leaving, because they put in a lot of effort to it, so that it takes them a while to build these missions. And Kosis, the first mission was actually gathering at the bar, and that was actually updated from the 1999 version that I have already made a video on. It updated in, let's see, 2002 to its final version, I think. Might have been 2007 was the absolute final version. But either way, this year, 2014, they decided to just disband the team and release what they do have, which is a map and not much else. It's an unfinished map.
These torches just don't work very well.
I think that's in reference to a bug where if you got closer to the torches, I don't know. I think it might be that they're flickering. I'm not very smart today. But, Either way, Kosis released their third map mission, which I don't remember what it was going to be called, but they released just the map, the unfinished map. They stripped out all the NPCs and all the vocals and all the readables. So what we got left with was just an empty sort of map, which they hoped that people would use to sort of make their own thing. Now, you can see the Hissies have a very nice face now. Before, they kind of looked exactly like Hammerites, but with weird faces. Now they look more like thieves with weird faces. It works, so I'm not complaining about it. Now I do need to find the other one, hopefully before he wraps around. And I am in Thief 2 and need to remember that, so I cannot just go jumping everywhere. He might be able to hear me over this terrain. He will hear me over that terrain. Okay, so we're gonna open up that, and... ooh, donut zombie's still here. Gonna ignore that one, gonna ignore that one, and we're gonna ignore that one. So, donut zombie, my favorite zombie in the world, has unfortunately broken, apparently. Okay, well, I'll just let him be then, unfortunately. Last time I got him to actually get up, but he usually doesn't, so he's a very lazy zombie. Alright, so the Crusher. You can actually kill yourself, but you can see the, those, which I want to get to. Which I need to get to, and I would like to not be stuck here while I bring this down. Thank you. It will kill you. It is designed to kill you, so be careful there. Okay, so I'm trying to find a way to get these. Might just be easiest to do. Yeah, there we go. This one's more problematic. Okay, nope, there we go. Good. Got it. Done. Don't go in the actual Crusher and try and grab it from there. It's not gonna work. It will kill you horribly. A secret, you say? This secret. I hate how it closes after you, but I understand why it does that. So I'm trying to get it to open, because sometimes I hate having to deal with the dude that's in here. You see, it's very blue in here because of all this stuff. And we do finally have the sword. The one true sword. Hammerites are being eaten in the streets, or something to that effect. Oops, there we go. Okay. Good, good. Everything works. Now, they do kind of remind me of Bane. I'm not sure if that's on purpose, because Bane was not in his current form, and I don't remember what the old... No, the old Bane kind of had a mask that was like that, too. So we have a child here, instead of a priest apprentice type person. Initiate, that's the word. Instead of a Hammerite initiate, we have a child. So, take that for what you will. Alright then. I don't believe there's anything. Nope, don't care. Just gonna keep going. Don't bother opening any of these, there's nothing in them still. Nothing under the stairs still. I am going to get rid of some of those. Now then, where is my prey? He's going to come this way, isn't he? Yes, yes he is. goes this way. So, now we get to see the interesting difference here, and I don't quite understand the reason for the change. The chests are all super tiny. I really don't know why he decided that was a good idea. It just kind of, I don't know, just seems a little bit strange. We should go this way first. Yes, yes we should. Hopefully not getting caught by that guy, because he's awful to deal with. So, we just learned that the Lord is a demon. And we got to see some interesting little story stuff. But we can keep going because at this point everything is pretty much exactly the same as last time. There's a few minor differences, but for the most part everything is the same. Now there is one particular thing I absolutely have to show off that I haven't gotten to yet. But I will get to, because it actually involves this secret here. Okay, so that's why I was trying to be a little bit sneakier than usual. There's a guy with an arrow, and if he sees you, he just stands there, in place the whole time. Nothing you can do about it, except for kill him. Alright, let's try and... okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. This one might actually chase me. There we go. Perfect. I was hoping to catch him before he turned around. But yeah, you can just easily get up here. You can do that without the New Dark Mantle. So if you want, you can skip most of what I just did. Because it's really not important. Tower key. There we go. Okay. Now... the one complaint I probably have about this is the fact that the walls and, the walls and ceilings have the exact same texture. I really don't like it when people do that. It just, I don't know, it just bugs me. Yeah, why not? I was trying to debate if I wanted to go this way first. It really doesn't matter too much. Every time I come here, I keep thinking there's a secret in the, targets. There isn't, so I don't recommend wasting your time. But we do get some nice arrows out of this. So I'm going to ignore that for now. You can see the red also has invaded the black scale, or blue scale, or whatever you want to call it. It's some sort of scale. Now, you can see that there are two ladders there. They are flammable. Don't take them. Just don't, just yet. Just, never take both of them at the same time, and don't bother taking them right now. There's a reason for this that I'll get to. Now, we hear about a magical rock, and you may think it's that one. It's not, it's that one. So I need to try and try again to grab this one rock, which is very, very useful. Will save me a lot of problems if I can grab it. The problem, of course, is grabbing it without dying or fucking up. So, you can see that I'm a little bit encumbered now. Easy way to fix that. Never have to worry about it again. Now, where is my rock? Rock. Is here. You don't ever have to throw this and pick it up again. You just have to look at them long enough. You can take both of these. You will need both of them. You can do it with just one, but it's really difficult and just not worth the effort when you can do it with both. So we come in here, grab our loot, Notice the tombstones. You can't frog them. I don't think they say anything. And then we get to go through the rest of the mission. Now, last time I was here on Expert, there was a patrol of about 5 hissies that would come through. You had the one guy here, you have the one guy down there, and then you had 3 others that would just sort of stop by. Dang it. I hate when he goes outside for no reason. He just goes in that square. Do I need to go... No, I don't. I do not need to do that yet. I will do this first. Now you can hear the frogs this time. Last time we were here, the sound brushes were different enough that you could not hear the frogs from here. In fact, you had no idea there were frogs until you came across them. Which is not yet. Okay, good. I'm fine with that. It opens up this. Gotta wait for the transparent elevator. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just having a stroke. I'm not, so don't worry, but, you know. Stuff. Okay. Frogs are so non-compliant. I'm really bad at shooting these guys when they are hopping around. There we go. Now, unfortunately, that's made all my arrows unrecoverable. Just a product of explosions. I don't really know why that occurs. So hopefully we can get rid of this last one and then continue on with our lives. Now we once again get to see that everything is very red here. Last time we were here, this was an empty skybox. So now we can see it, that it's very clearly not a skybox, that it's a room painted. It's very strange. It's very strange that this is sort of all of a sudden an issue, but when you fix one thing, sometimes the other thing breaks. Now this time, we end up here, just the same as usual. So I was just kidding, there's no difference there. Okay, so we got a staff. It's made of gold. I don't actually know what it's made of, but it's worth gold, so it is useful. Now, on to our next bit. Don't have anything... Oh, I do. I just wanted to take a healing potion real quick. Just in case. I require the magic rock. Okay, problem solved. We find out that the Lord of the Castle has already fleed, essentially. Or fled. He fled, not fleed. And again, we win. Essentially. And that will have opened... I don't remember what that opens. Did that open... I know it didn't open that. Oh, okay. No, I remember what it opened now. We're good. Alright then. Here is where we go and pick up one ladder. And only one. I just noticed a secret that I'm going to investigate in a moment. Hello. Okay, hang on. There we go. It says, follow the path of the air, demonic one. We're not demonic. So we have to sort of find our own route. It's interesting that I just found a secret I don't remember ever seeing before. So if you had gotten both ladders for some reason, it... Oh! I was not expecting that. So yeah, there's a secret there. I'll investigate that in just a moment. I don't remember ever seeing that before. I'll probably keep that in, but I tried to, climb up this, and it just brought me into lava, so... like I was saying, if you get both ladders at once, the ladder sort of overwrites the other ladder, and I don't really know why it does that. I guess they're not considered unique or something. What is in here? Well, this is new. I've never seen this before. I have no idea if this was in the old version or not. Huh. Okay, well, I can't open that, I guess, so... Some secret. Boss arrow. Huh. Just wanted to see if I could clip through this. It's interesting. Okay, I guess we're just going to, let that be then. Huh. Oh, that's the back entrance. Huh, we finally found the back entrance. Okay. Good to know. That means it probably was not in the last version. Right, I set the letters over here. So like I said, for some reason picking up both... Oh god, no. For some reason picking up both ladders at the same time, sort of overwrote one and broke it. So I actually had to, stutter step mantle up here the last time I played this. And of course, the very, very slow elevator. We need to get out our magic rock. It is our lucky charm and our savior. All hail the magic rock. Meanwhile, we can pick up all this tasty, tasty loot. Alright, grab some of this, grab some of that. I think that's everything in here. However, we still need our magic rock. Once more.
Who's you?
Come on, there you go. It always gets him just in time, just when you think you're about to get hit. Neither of those is loot, despite looking like the Horn of Quintus, it isn't, it's just a regular horn. We have a little bar here, nice setup. It's a very nice bedroom with a very simple secret. So yes, that happens. Now, last time, in the last version, there was actually only a very small strip that you could land on without dying, because the rest of it was lava. But now, you can just walk right down and it's fine. Now, I want to show off this one secret, because it's the best secret in this whole mission. This is where all the color is stored. It's very interesting, isn't it? Some mini rainbow. So aside from that little prismatic secret, we end up just sort of going through the normal route to the exit. If I could go faster, I would. Now, just like last time, there are little rocks in the water worth quite a bit of loot. Just like last time, I'm not going to bother, because there is still no way out of that little trench without having to walk all the way back. So, if you actually wanted to collect all the loot in this mission, you have to walk through the trench, grab all the loot, and then walk back in order to get anything. This button opens the door, which is actually pretty cool. Last time didn't have that. There is actually a guard up there in the tower, but it really doesn't matter because this is the exit. Which should be over now. Which is an ending. Where is my thief friend? I went through the whole town. Did I miss... What did I miss? One moment while I find out what I missed. I forgot to come back here after finishing the town. That's what I missed. Now, last time, this whole thing didn't really break too well. You pretty much had to, sort of carefully break it. The other thing that's noteworthy is the addition of a ladder, which I would love to place. Because I know I can. There we go. So instead of having to find the tiny spot to rope arrow where you could actually do so, you can just go up the ladder. Now there is loot here, so I'm kind of annoyed that I missed it. I do kind of want to break all these, but it doesn't really matter too much.
This place gives me the creeps.
Interesting. Okay, so new objective. Find a way down to the city. Yes. Or, wait, no. Hang on. What was the new objective? Uncover the mystery abandoned house, get supplies, mystery of the keep, Lord, get the magic rock. Okay. That was the extra, objective, essentially. So, I'm just going to go straight there and meet you guys at the, credits. Okay, so we got almost all the loot, missed about 600 or so. Actually, 600 exactly. But we found all the secrets, and we found our friend, finished that. So, comparatively to the last one, this received a 4.5 silver hammer rating on the circle. A lot of previous complaints were amended, not every single one, but most of them. The major difference, of course, was the difference in the coloring. Whereas before it was more of the brownish sort of, I guess you could call it brown scale, it became more of this bluish gray color instead. Now, one of the major complaints of the time was the sort of weird parts where the black and white didn't actually change, essentially. You saw some parts where it still looked brown. You saw the one prismatic part. The other thing, which is almost completely unnoticeable in this time period, the way I'm playing the game right now, high poly count. This has a very, very high poly count. It has a very high count of objects. It is a fairly large mission, and at the time in 2000, this would have lagged on quite a few computers. So, that has been the update to Ranstall Keep. I will see you guys next time.